Well, speaking of success and multiplying it, kind of the theme
Yeah.
of the podcast here, is there a multiplier that you've used to help you grow and develop personally, professionally, and managing all of the balls you're juggling in the air at any given time?
Yeah, I know it's going to sound like I'm trying to sell something, and I promise I'm not. But truly, delegation is really what is the multiplier. You can put me with any business, and I can really quickly see about scalability in the business by how they are delegating. It's the easiest multiplier there is. We always try to do everything ourselves. And what we do is we end up robbing our businesses of the ability to grow, but we're also robbing that employee of the ability to grow as well. And so there's two things to think about because I don't know, hopefully some of your listeners out there are like me, and I really love to pour into people. I want people to be successful just like I want my business to be successful. And so when you delegate, you're really helping both sides of that because we can't do it all. We become the bottleneck. That's when you know you need to delegate more, is when you're the bottleneck. If you're out, I've just spent the last couple of days with my team and everything stops. If everything stops in your business when you're gone, when you're on vacation, when you're in some long meetings, maybe when you just take some time away to strategize, if things stop, then you're the bottleneck. And that's when you know you need to start delegating. And it can be delegating to a virtual assistant, a bookkeeper, things of that nature. But it can also be delegating your marketing and your sales team. There's lots of great resources out there, companies that do just what Belay does, but in a multitude of different areas of your business. And so that's what I would say is, stop trying to do everything yourself. Delegate, empower your team if it's somebody who you are actually employing, and then look for contracted services like Belay and others to help you.
Well, that's really interesting, and I think you're spot on. I think as every small business owner struggles with it at some
Mhm.
point, at the very
Right.
least. You start the business, and you were the engine behind it for so long, and
Right.
if at some point it's grown, the engine is bigger than you, and you have to start delegating and figuring it out.
Yeah. And sometimes that decision comes before you can actually afford it. And hear me, I'm a CFO. I am saying those words. But that's what happens is because you've maximized your amount of time. And you're like, okay, I'm already putting in 10 hours a day. I can't do any more. But I know that if I had an extra few hours in my day, I could get more. And so sometimes, again, that's that failure to launch I was talking about. The miss is not launching soon enough. It's saying, I'm going to go ahead, take a leap of faith here. I'm going to go ahead and put my trust in a fractional type of service, or I'm going to bring on that additional employee because I know that that'll give me the opportunity to focus on maybe a new product, a new service, or just even networking to get more customers in the door. And so, I related a little bit like parenthood. Sometimes you're not always ready. You just got to do it.